Good evening. It is Wednesday, May 3rd, 2023. Welcome to the Town of Carmel Town Board voting meeting. We have 10 resolutions to vote on. I call this meeting to order, and I ask our town clerk, Ann Spofford, to please do an attendance roll call.
Councilman Baranowski. Here. Councilman Lombardi.
Here.
Councilwoman McDonough. Here. Councilman Channel.
Here.
Supervisor Kazari.
Here. If everyone would please rise and face the flag. Councilman Shanna will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Take a moment of silence to remember all our men and women fighting for us overseas, all the first responders that are protecting us here at home, and especially for the Sullivan family. Captain Thomas Sullivan, 11 years ago this week, had passed away. His family members in a horrific fire in Carmel. Please remember them in your prayers. Thank you.
So before our public hearing, public comments. If anyone would like to get up and speak, 5 minutes. Just state your name, where you live, and you have 5 minutes.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Rubia Valenti. I live at Random Ridge, the subdivision here in Carmel. I'm also the HOA president. Today we're going to be voting on a resolution to call the bond for Random Ridge, and I will urge you to please vote yes and in support of that resolution. Unfortunately, the developer has abandoned our development. We also would like to ask you for help in the sense that the roads that we have currently were supposed to be dedicated to the town, and that was our understanding since the beginning when we moved in, that the roads were going to be dedicated. And then it came to our attention that actually the developer didn't build the roads to a specification, and that the town engineer said that the roads might not be dedicated. So we'd like to know, if you were to vote yes, what could we do together, perhaps to remedy the roads so that they could be dedicated and accepted by the town? Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Excuse me, ma'am, can we just get your name?
Rubia, R-U-B-I-A.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last name Valenti, V-A-L-E-N-T.
Thank you.
Thanks. So that's the purpose of
Would you like to
the
speak, sir?
bond, is to fix.
Absolutely.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I'm also a resident at Random Ridge with Rubia, the HOA president. I'm just going to echo what she said. We are a small community of 29 homes. Everybody built to be in a beautiful town that we're in. We love this town, and we would just simply ask for you to, in fact, vote on calling that bond because the builder just abandoned us. The roads are not. I'm sure you've been talking to the planning board. Hopefully, you can have some more dialogue with them just to see. They've done some extensive study. They've came out and surveyed the site again, and we could really, really use your help. So please, and thank you for your consideration.
No, Thank you for coming.
Sir, welcome. There's public comments if you'd like to make a comment.
If anyone else would like to make a comment. All right, if there are no other comments, then we're moving on to our public.
Do- Oh, for that.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, so we're having a public hearing pursuant to New York eminent domain procedure law, Article 2, Section 202, in regards to the design, placement, and construction of a new water treatment plant facility for Carmel Water District Number 2. If there are no objections, waive the reading of the notice. We've already done this one once. The floor is open for anyone that would like to
open the public hearing.
Oh, yeah, can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So pretty much unanimously seconded.
Then got it.
So the public hearing is open. If anyone, I don't believe anybody signed up, but if anyone would like to comment about Carmel Water District 2, the water plant, us taking the property to build the plant, seeing as how there are no public comments, can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
Second.
Seconded by,
Can I just ask if we're going to keep this open for 7 days for written comments?
Up to the board.
This had,
It's
this,
it's in the notice.
was this had been?
This has been going on
This
for,
has been noticed that way? It was open and closed in the fall, so if the notice was that way, it should be kept open for the 7 days in the
All
public's
right,
notice.
so no later than
And
March
then-
10th.
so,
So moved.
so a motion to keep it open for 7 days for written
comments.
or
Oh,
email
until-
comments.
No later than May 10th.
No
So
later-
that's in 2 days. Oh, no.
No, three.
Today's,
That's a
today's
week.
the third.
Yeah.
May 10th.
Next
7
week.
days.
Yep.
You have a second on that?
Second on that?
Seconded.
Seconded by Baranowski and Channel, and it could just be all in favor, right?
Yep.
Yep, all in favor? Aye. Aye. So public hearing is closed but kept open for written comment for 7 days.
So on the 17th, you can consider adopting findings in accordance with the public purpose for that acquisition. All right, and then those get published, and then afterwards you could proceed with the acquisition.
So at the next voting meeting, we'll do that.
Yes, it's 17th.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. So can I get a motion to accept the minutes for the April 5th, 2023?
So moved.
Second.
Seconded by Lombardi, McDonough, and Baranowski. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. All right, so minutes are accepted. Our first resolution is authorizing return of bond for Pulte Homes of New York, Inc., lot number 4, tax map 55.14-1-11.2. Councilman Lombardi, could you read that one first?
Sure. Whereas application has been made by Pulte Homes of New York, Inc. for return of bond posted in accordance with land subdivision and/or zoning regulations for the Carmel Center Senior Housing, Terrence Drive, tax map 55.14-1-11.2, lot 4, and whereas said application has been previously renewed by town engineer, and return of the bond has been previously recommended and approved by the planning board, now therefore be resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the return of the aforementioned bond posted for Pulte Home of New York, Inc., the Carmel Center Senior Housing, Lot 4, Hartford Fire Insurance Company, bond number 59BSBEA8754, in the amount of $839,220.90. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Channel. Roll call, please.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, Resolution 1 passed. Our second resolution is authorizing return of bond, again, Pulte Homes of New York, Inc., lot number 5, tax map number 5514-1-11.3. Councilman Shano, could you read that one?
Whereas application has been made by Pulte Homes of New York, Inc. for returning a subdivision bond posted in accordance with the land subdivision and/or zoning regulations for the Carmel Center Senior Housing, Terrace Drive, tax map number 55.14-1-11.3, lot 5. And whereas said application has been previously reviewed by the town engineer and return of the bond has been previously recommended and approved by the planning board, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby authorizes the return of the aforementioned bond posted for Pulte Homes of New York, Inc., the Carmel Center Senior Housing, Lot 5, Hartford Fire Insurance Company, bond number 59BSBEA8753, in the amount of $872,660.75. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Lombardi. Can we get a roll call again?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi? Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, Resolution 2 passed. Our third resolution is authorizing bond reduction for Joe Saccone, doing business as 14 Nicole Way LLC, tax map number 656-1-22. Whereas application has been made by Joe Zakan, doing business as 14 Nicole Way LLC, Mahopac, New York, for reduction of a bond posted in accordance with the land subdivision and/or zoning regulations for 14 Nicole Way, Mahopac, New York, tax map 65.6-1-22, and whereas said application has been previously reviewed by the town engineer and reduction of the bond has been previously recommended and approved by the planning board, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby authorizes the reduction of the aforementioned bond posted by Joe Zakan, doing business as 14 Nicole Way LLC, the Ohio Casualty Insurance Company bond number 41K234422 to the amount of 980, right, 9,800. 980, oh, 98,000, getting a zero. $98,000. Be it further resolved that the town clerk, Ann Spofford, is hereby authorized to accepts submission of collateral in the form of replacement surety bond or cash bond in the amount authorized herein. I offer this resolution as partially read. Fully read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Baranowski. All those in favor? Oh, wait, no. Roll
Councilman
call.
Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, number 3 passed. Our fourth resolution is resolution declaring certain equipment obsolete and authorizing disposal. Councilwoman McDonough, could you read that?
Sure. Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel, per the recommendation of Highway Superintendent Michael Simone in his memos dated April 11th, 2023, hereby declares truck number 12, which is a 2006 Chevy Silverado utility, VIN number 57095, to be obsolete and authorizes disposal in accordance with town law, including but not limited to Town Law Section 64-2-A. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Baranowski. Can we get a roll call?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution 4 passed. The fifth resolution is authorizing filing of annual MS4 stormwater report. Councilman Baranowski, could you read that one?
Whereas the town board has been presented with a draft semi-annual MS4 stormwater report prepared by the Town of Carmel Engineering Department, and whereas opportunity for public comment on the draft annual MS4 report is being provided by the town board, now therefore be it resolved that upon the conclusion of the 30-day comment period and the consideration of any comments submitted in connection therewith, Town Supervisor Michael Kazari is hereby authorized to sign and file said report as drafted by Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Number 5 passed. Our sixth resolution is authorizing additions and deletions to the active list of the Mahopac Volunteer Fire Department. Councilman Lombardi, could you read that one for me, please?
Sure. Resolved, the town board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the addition of the following name from the active list of the Mahopac Volunteer Fire Department: Cody Witten, Mahopac, New York. And be it further resolved, the town board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the deletion of the following name from the active list of the Mahopac Volunteer Fire Department: Tyler Powson. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by McDonough and Channel. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Number 6 passed. Our seventh resolution is amended resolution authorizing purchase of playground equipment, Airport Park. Councilman Channel, could you read that one, please?
Sure. Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel, upon the recommendation of Director of Recreation and Parks, James Gilchrist, in his memo dated August 4th, 2022, accepts the proposal of Playworld Systems, Inc., Lewisburg, PA, on the New York State contract PC 67836 for the purchase of playground equipment for Town of Carmel Airport Park at a cost not to exceed $115,722 per the bid list quotation dated June 24th, 2022, And be it further resolved that upon presentation of insurance certificates in the form as approved by the Town Council, the Town Supervisor, Michael Kazari, is authorized to sign said proposal in general form and substance for such purchases, which is currently on file in the office of the Town Supervisor. And be it further resolved that Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget modifications required in connection with this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes, finally.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, Resolution 7 passed. The eighth resolution is calling performance bond of Bittman Mahopac LLC in regards to the improvements proposed for Random Ridge Realty subdivision. Whereas Bittman Mahopac LLC has failed to complete the bonded improvements called for in the approved subdivision known as Random Ridge subdivision within the town of Carmel, and/or has failed to comply with all the terms and conditions of its subdivision approval with respects to the performance of the improvements called for therein, and whereas Bittman Mahopac LLC has posted a surety bond currently existing in the amount of $650,000, indemnifying and guaranteeing the town of Carmel against a failure of Bittman Mahopac LLC to perform said obligations. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby calls the performance bond posted by Bittman Mahopac LLC, posted with the town of Carmel for and in connection with the improvements to be performed at Random Ridge subdivision in the amount of $650,000. And be it further resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the performance of any remaining site work identified in the approved subdivision plat and/or final approval resolution of the Town of Carmel Planning Board issued in connection therewithin, subject to the provisions of New York State municipal law and/or the Town of Carmel's adopted procurement policy. And be it further resolved that the Town Council, Gregory L. Falchetti, is to notify Surety Atlantic Specialty Insurance Company of the calling of the bond number 800005249 and forward to it a certified copy of the resolution with attachments. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Lombardi and McDonough. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. So the money will be used to do those improvements on the road, but also there's some stormwater and different things that the DEC wanted done, or DEP?
DEP's involved. but-
DEP.
So, just real quick, the process from the passage is for my office to inform the surety that the bond has been called. The surety has the right to retain its own contractor to come out and finish the bonded work. There are times when that happens and the contractor is the contractor that walked off the job or that hasn't finished the job. I don't necessarily envision that to be the case here, but it's possible. So the $650 goes towards all of the remaining bonded site work for public improvements that is remaining to be done. I don't know as we sit here whether that's enough or not. With respect to future dedication of the roads, there's not going to be what you consider to be a formal dedication. That's usually done by the owner of the road beds. But the option is to form what's known as a road improvement district, where all of the owners within a given set of boundaries petition the town board, and the road improvement district can be formed. If there's any further capital improvements that have to be done to get the roads in form for acceptance, that group bears that, and it's usually done on some borrowing over a short period of time, and then it comes into, once that's done, it becomes part of the regular town highway inventory, and then it's, all the maintenance and repair is done on the highway budget. It depends on how much it's going to cost to finish all the site work, to figure out if there's additional capital expenditures that's going to be needed to make the roads in form for dedication. But that'll be a call of the engineering department and highway when the time comes. My job is to just let the surety know and see what their reaction is. It may be that they'll let the town do it, and we're subject to all the GML procurement part of it. If not, they bring in a contractor, that's probably better. they're subject to the labor law. They don't have to bid it out, but they have to pay prevailing wage and all that, so. So we'll see what happens after this, but this is the first step, all right?
Thank you for explaining that.
Greg, is there a time frame, like from when you contact the surety company to when they would actually start the work? Like, is it usually like 6 months, a year?
No, it's usually 60 or 90 days,
Okay.
or they're going to abandon the responsibility, and then the town will actually call the bond from the surety and the proceeds from the bond. But they have an obligation to ensure the work's done, so the typical process is they bring a contractor on to do what's got to be done to the extent of their obligation, which is $650,000. Hopefully that's enough.
Okay.
But engineering and highway can tell you more about that, all right?
Thank you.
Greg, if the-
Thank you.
If the surety decides to engage the contractor, do we have any influence over who they select?
Their job is to make sure that the improvements are done in accordance with the subdivision approval. So they could bring back the contractor, okay, that started the job. That's happened before. I just don't envision it here because this is a smaller contractor that I'm not sure is still engaged in business.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So the ninth resolution is authorizing signing of change order number 4, townwide water tank and rehabilitation contract number C268. Councilwoman McDonough, could you read that?
Sure. Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the various Town of Carmel water districts, has previously awarded the contract for the above project to Arold Construction. And whereas Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., has provided proposed change order number 4 to the aforesaid contract to the Town Board for consideration and review. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of Town of Carmel Water Districts number 1, 8, 10, and 13, hereby authorizes Michael Kazari to sign change order number 4 to the aforementioned contract, resulting in an overall contract price increase of $96,992.41. Said change order to be in form is attached hereto and made a part hereof. And be it further resolved that the cost of said change order be assessed proportionately among Carmel Water Districts number 1, 8, 10, and 13. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Baranowski. Can we please have a roll call?
Councilman Marinowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi? Councilwoman McDonough?
Yeah, I'm voting yes, but I'm very unhappy about it. Please put that in the notes.
I don't think there's a space for it, is there?
Councilman
Yeah, I
Shan?
know, there's not.
Yes.
And Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. Number 9
You can
passed.
create a new resolution, though.
Okay, our last resolution for the night is authorizing entry into an agreement with the County of Putnam for our special patrol officers. Councilman Baranowski, please.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the entry into agreement with the County of Putnam for the provision of special patrol officers in the Town Hall facility. Said agreement commencing April 1, 2023, and expiring March 31, 2024, in form as attached hereto and made a part hereof. Be it further resolved that Town Supervisor Michael Kazari is hereby authorized to sign said agreement, and be it further resolved that Town Comptroller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget modifications required in connection with this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. We have a roll call, please.
Councilman Marinowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shan?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. So moving on to comments. Saturday was Eagle Scout Court of Honor for 3 young men that, Chris, Max, and Michael, that did work at Sycamore Park, all 3 of them. They built benches, and Max identified, I mean, he came here for the board for the approval when he did, but he identified all the plants and kind of a joke about which berries not to eat, which is scary, because apparently sometimes campers do, but congratulations.
Scary berry.
Yeah, congratulations to those scouts. the first week in June, CVS is supposed to be going out and starting to work on fixing the parking lot, making it go the right way that we are in America, not going backwards as they do in England. Yeah, the British come. We had a kickoff meeting, or I attended a kickoff meeting with the engineering department, with the engineers that we picked to do the Swan Cove design for the improvements. You know, we went away from, there've been some obstacles in the way, some contaminants and different things that we had found when we, like the oil tanks and whatnot. So we went away from the original plan, which was going to cost the taxpayers $8 to $10 million, which that's not what we want to do. So we're going towards a more fiscally prudent approach. We're going to, you know, get the water out of the park and make it a very nice park. But, you know, this economically, we cannot spend that kind of money on a park. Even if we had the money, I don't think we'd want to spend it. So Putnam County is having, on the 6th, you had to pre-register, you still have time. On May 6th, Putnam County, 8:30 to 12:30, is having hazardous materials, all toxic pool chemicals, paint and whatnot. If you go to PutnamCountyNewYork.com, the health department site, they have a place where you can register and get rid of your hazardous materials. We are having our annual e-waste Saturday, May 13th. We moved it over to Mud Pond Road. It's from 9 to 12 on May 13th. It's town residents only. The flyer is on our website. On the 16th, Tuesday the 16th, at 5 p.m., we're having a community planning workshop about some improvements in town. One of the things is the Kohler Center. The county wants, Putnam County wants to get money from the feds to change the way that you come out of the Kohler Center on 6, because there's been a lot of accidents there. Also, another troubling spot is Mount Hope Road and 6. The county wants to change the pedestrian, the way the crosswalk is there. We're trying to get money from the Municipal Transportation Council. They're the people that paid for the bike path. I would like to see parking in town and access to the bike path. So if anyone wants to, it's going to be a Zoom workshop, 5 o'clock on the 16th. You go to our website, there's one of those QR codes that you could click on. We're having a medication take-back day, Monday, May 22nd, 12 to 4, and that is in conjunction with the Prevention Council of Putnam. It'll be here at Town Hall to dispose of your prescription drugs, your pet medicines, over-the-counter things that we really don't want to flush into the toilet or into our sewer system, because it's, you know, really not good for our water. We had enough problems. Those are all my ramblings. Anybody else?
No.
I attended last Wednesday, Carmel High School, Carmel School District had their art awards, K through 12 at Casey Hall. It was very well attended. They haven't had it in several years because of COVID, but it was well attended. It was a great event. I remember one of my kids being in it some time ago, but congratulations. We handed out certificates, and it's a good show.
Great.
I think the farmer's market starts this Sunday.
yes.
So everybody, plan on coming every Sunday down at the Chamber Park here. Bring your little bags. There's sometimes Nina has bags there, but it's a really nice thing. So
9
it'd be
to 2?
great if everybody could support it. I think it's 9 to 2. Yeah.
Thanks, I forgot.
Just emphasize the electronic recycling is at Mud Pond Road and not at the rink. Important, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not at the rink.
Yes.
Oh, and the other thing, we didn't get the email. I think Rich was going to send it at the end of the day. I'm not sure he did. Our 4 electronic charging stations for the EV, they're supposed to be going online May 19th, according to Rich. So that's a big happening that we have been waiting for. What is it, 4 years that you've been doing that? 3 years?
It's quite a
I think
shock.
longer. Yeah,
Yes, or even longer.
yeah.
So,
Glad. Long overdue.
So we're going to be going to executive session. We've got we have two personnel things to discuss in executive session. Can I get a motion to,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you. See you on the 10th.